Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? Cub here, and welcome back to another episode of Survival Island / Sky Factory 2. And boy howdy do I have a sad story for you guys. So I did something when I recorded the last episode that I have not done in a very long time. It's happened a couple of times for a couple of different reasons. I haven't quite figured out what the reason was this time, but I recorded an entire episode and had no voice included. It was just the visuals. There's no actual audio in the video. Now, as you guys know, I record, or some of you should know, I have 3 monitors. 2 of them I use kind of like auxiliary monitors, so I can actually monitor my audio and the recording status and everything. And I guess I just wasn't paying attention, and it wasn't picking up my voice, and it just wasn't recording. So I did a whole lot of work, and you'll never see any of it because, well, sad day, I've failed, and this thing is full now, and it's just dumping stuff out on the ground. Oh boy, so where do I start? What do I cover? What do I talk about? I guess I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to walk you through all the different things that I did. But first, I've got to do something about my inventory. It's crazy. Cactus seeds don't go in there anymore, neither do ancient spores. Oh man, things got way out of hand in that last episode, and I've still not done cleaning them all up, but... Oh, and there's still fire going on. Okay, let me try to focus here and figure out what we're gonna do. So the first thing we did was we tested this theory and found out that yes, indeed, you can put lava inside of a generator, and it does work, and that is awesome because we have tons of lava thanks to our crucible. Next up, we built a clock torque engine. How do you build one of those? Well, if we just type in the word torque, it should be the only thing that comes up. Real simple recipe: stone, iron, and iron bars. How does it work? You stand next to it, and you twerk. Really, that's all you do. Every torque generates 50 RF energy. You right-click it to see how much is stored. It should empty up pretty quickly into our basic capacitor down here, and that's how I've been kind of keeping up the energy. You can't put it right next to a machine, though. I tried it with a fisher, which we also built last episode at request. The fisher, another really basic recipe. Right there, plastic sheets, some fishing poles, a factory machine. Plastic sheets are just raw plastic, and you get that by cooking up rubber in, I used the alloy smelter there. Really basic. Basically, just put it over some water, supply it with some energy like we've done here, and it fishes for you automatically. So we have infinite fish, and we tried to hook the... Well, I tried. You guys won't see this, but I had tried hooking the torque engine up to it and then just, like, twerking. But for some reason, without a cable, it wouldn't actually move the energy over. So we built some energy conduits. Energy conduits. Another really basic thing that we built that you guys won't see. Oh man, it's just conduit binder, which is gravel, sand, and clay. And I made clay. Funny. You put dust, which you get from breaking down sand. You put dust into these barrels, and then... Actually, do I have any? No, I don't have any dust. Then you add water, a bucket of water, and makes more clay. So that's how I did that. And then conductive iron is just iron and redstone in the alloy smelter. So that's how we built all of that. And it doesn't sound like a whole lot. It's really just 3 things: a torque engine, an energy conduit, and a fisher. But it was a really good episode, and I had a lot of fun with it, and I was really looking forward to putting it out, but I spent kind of yesterday was supposed to go out, but I spent the whole day trying to figure out if there was, like, maybe I just wasn't... Something messed up, and the audio did get recorded, and it just wasn't where it's supposed to be, but no, it's... like, the track is there, but there's just no sound, and it makes me sad. This is still a hassle. I've added more chests. We need to work on sorting. Oh man, what else have I done? I think that's really covers everything. Again, I'm really sorry about that, guys. I would have loved to cover the clock torque engine, but like I said, you saw the recipe. You just stand next to it and twerk. 50 RF per twerk. Really nice. Twerk. Energy conduits. We'll use those a whole lot more in the future. The fisher, I guess actually, you know what? We didn't really miss out on a lot. I just pretty much summarized it all. There you go. I don't think anything particularly funny or terribly interesting happened. The chicken's in there. Nothing interesting happening with the chicken yet. So what are we gonna do this episode? Well, I guess we're gonna look at solar energy, because I talked about that in the episode that will never be. I talked about solar panels, and as you can see, solar panel pretty cheap, wood, redstone, some glass. It shows a bunch of different glasses. I don't think it matters what kind of glass you use, although we'll find out, I suppose. And then a piece of iron gives us our mirrors, and then you just, boom, you got that. They don't produce a whole lot of energy. It says right there, generation 2, that is 2 RF. Not a lot at all. But if you build like a bunch of them and then put them around a redstone reception coil, look at that, they generate 16 per tick, and then 64, and then 256. Now you'll notice that it says it generates, like right here, generates 2, transfers 16. Well, how does that work? Well, you can actually sit these one right next to the other, and I guess you can do 8 of these in a row, and it'll actually transfer 16 RF, at a maximum of 16 RF, through the other panels into your storage, energy storage device. Is that fire? Something sounds like a spider walking around. Is it the generator? Might be. But yeah, generators use lava. Very cool. Thanks for that tip on the internet. Guys, let's build one of these bad boys, and in fact, we might just build 8 of them. Glass, we need some sand for. And we have some sand, believe it or not. That's something we have quite a bit of. Now, can we turn sand into glass in here? We get quite clear glass. Can we use quite clear glass as a recipe? We'll find out. Let's pull it out and make sure it'll work in the recipe first. Aside from that, we'll need redstone, which we have a bit of in our inventory, and then some planks, which I would have thought we'd have some in our inventory, but apparently we don't. Boom! No. I say boom! Oh wait, I actually have to make the glass panels. Right. Boom! No? Do I not have any iron? Where's the iron? There is no iron. Iron is an illusion. Well, I made some iron in the last episode too. Something else you guys won't see. Good grief. It's so depressing. I'm sure maybe you guys won't mind it so much, but it really, really bothers me. I actually got in here and was prepared to break everything and just like start the episode over, you know, but I was like, Alright, so glass panels. First mirror, we're gonna need some glass and some iron, and hey, yeah, so the quite clear glass does work. Great, so we're gonna need some more of that, so we'll throw the sand back in there and let it start pumping away on that. How are we doing here? This is almost full again. I'm gonna pull some of these items out and try to put them up places. Iron or dust? Okay, we can definitely use some of that. How are we doing here? 14 of these, let's get that out, and we'll make as many of these as we can. 12, and we'll make as many of these as we can. 4, great! Now, let's see, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this here? Let's see. There we go. So I want to actually watch power go into here. It's nighttime. This won't actually work. But, you know, just to demo, we'll go ahead and throw it down. Boom. So there's one. Yes, they don't work at night. Nothing harmless about, you know, making some more while we're waiting for daylight. Except for the fact that we're out of redstone. We are out of redstone. Completely, utterly out of redstone. Well, time to, let's see, what did we get redstone from? Is that from just gravel? Redstone. We get redstone from sifting dust. So we need to make some dust. One of these days, we'll make a pulverizer or sag mill or something, and it'll do that for us, so we don't have to do it manually with a hammer like, you know, the 1800s. Come on, guys, this is the future for crying out loud. So, sift that sand! Alright, well, still haven't got any more redstone, but the sun is coming up, so let's go ahead and deactivate this guy here, which I had doing nothing, so I don't know why I turned it back on in the first place. And if we turn this off as well, just set it to 0, or I guess we could have just toggled this here, always active. Let's try that. So let's put it on 30, and then pop, active with signal. It should stop output, and only input is active. And is that coming from, wow, 2 input per tick is a bit more than I kind of thought it would be. So there you go, guys, solar power right there, only works during the day. Like I said, it looks like we can run about 8 of these in a row and get a pretty good inflow of power. Plus 2 RF per tick, plus 1, plus 2. It fluctuates. It should be 4, and maybe as the sun goes up, it'll reach that 4. No, 2 RF per. It should be 8. Should be getting 8 RF per tick right now. Meh. Not going to question it. Alright, so obviously the new setup's going to necessitate a slight reordering, so we're going to throw down our alloy smelter right here. And that's going to plug into sort of our output line. We're going to put the generator down here and set it back up to working. And yeah, so as you can see, lava in there. Boom, running. Also, ugh, it sounds like spiders. I don't like it. We're also going to go ahead and take our solar panel here. No, I don't want that contact there. Don't. Yeah, disabled. And, disabled. There we go. So it should only be attached to here now. And it should be getting input and output from both sources, so that's good. It's going up. It's putting out a max of 30 per tick. This has got power. This back here is working again. Hey, we got more redstone. Let's build some more panels. A whole 2 more panels. Yay! I'm not sure if they have to be in a line or if they can work like side by side like this. I would think they would work side by side like this, hopefully. But there we go. So we now have an additional source of energy. We now have our generator here, which is burning lava, which is basically an infinitely renewable resource. And in fact, once I automate the process of creating lava, it will be. We have the twerk engine for twerking quick amounts of energy. Like, watch. If I twerk real quick. Twerk, twerk, twerk. Twerk, twerk, twerk. Twerk your body. Twerk your body. Right click. Look at that. That's how much RF is stored in there. And then it should empty out pretty quickly into here, except for the fact that I have it disabled. Input. Yes. Emptying out into here. What are you doing? Random. I don't understand where that came from, but okay. Look how long it takes lava to burn. That is just crazy. I'm loving it. And now we end by making some more iron, because I used up just about all the iron in this episode. And I know it was short, guys. I know it wasn't great. I know that most of you probably would have been like to have been here for the clock to work engine and the fisher and the energy conduit, and I'm really sorry about that. But hey, at least we got to take a look at some solar panels, and that's pretty much all we did this episode. So in the break, I'm going to try to make a couple of more of these, and then when we come back, we can create a next tier up, so the solar panel 2, we'll have a look at that. And I have some other things we need to look at. Like I said, I need to build a sag mill, and I need to start automating. I need to get automated lava set up and running. I need to get some automated, maybe, creation of dust and sand and gravel so that we can... Basically, we have an automatic sieve, but it's not automatic, is it, really? Not if we have to feed items into it. So we need something that's going to take our cobblestone, because we have a ton of cobblestone, and just crush it! And give us our various different different dusts and sands and gravels, and then build a couple more of these, and then just get infinite resources flowing. So we'll do that when we come back. Not all of it, not all in one episode, but we'll get there eventually. So thank you folks for watching, and if you want to, go check out Tech It Classic Reborn. It's been a fun series. Bye.